Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Butler with the ball. What a great front court matchup we have tonight, Legs. Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Now here's Mitchell. Zubac, screen. Mitchell into the lane. Zubac shot is off. Pass to Green. Let's go with a three. Drills it from deep.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now here's White. Smart outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Butler. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. On the wing, Green. 5 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Zubac, screen. It's White with a drive. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Just 5 on the clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Butler. Outside, Caldwell Pope. White with a steal. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Wade. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
He got downhill and he was looking to attack the rim. Jimmy Butler, what a finish.
Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, BA. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Now here's White. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game. The drive by Mitchell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren.
Yeah, I like to see Mitchell driving hard. It's just so tough to stop when he gets going downhill.
Both free throws good from Mitchell.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Good work there as it goes. Butler's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, that floater is something that we've seen from Butler throughout his career.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Wade, guarded by Miller. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Now here's Butler. Pass to Duren. And here's Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Toronto. Outside White. Here's Wade. Now here's Mitchell. Green covering. White drives in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Pass to Green. Now here's Duren. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Toronto. And here's White. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. White drives in.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Here's the pick. Here's Mitchell. Duren with the rebound. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Outside for Butler. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Zubac, screen. With some arc. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Toronto out in front. They lead by a bucket.
The visiting team, 9.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Here's Butler. Deflected.
The 2021-22 Defensive Player of the Year winner. Smart loves sending shots back.
Here's White. Pass to Williams. And here's White. Here's the three. Offensive rebound. And that one drops. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
On the drive, Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler making that look far easier than it actually is, showing you great body control.
Outside White. Back to Mitchell. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Tim, so many different offensive systems in the NBA. You have a personal favorite to watch?
Yeah, I think I've got a soft spot in my heart for those systems that involve player movement and ball movement, particularly trying to get shooters looks off of screens.
I love the .5 offenses, in and out of the hands, moving the ball fast.
No doubt about it, very difficult to defend.
Williams with the screen. Here's White to the paint. Williams misses. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Pass to Salah. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Now White. Inside. Here we go. Here's Butler. Williams grabs the board.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Butler taking his time here. Pass to Salah. Puts up a three. Rebound Toronto. They host the Pistons after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Guys, back to you.
He can heat up in a hurry. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Puts up a deep three. Fires in the triple. Green's got 6.
Well, he's just a jack of all trades. In addition to his scoring and defense, Butler is also a solid distributor.
O'Neal with it. Richards picks him up. Williams misses. It's a 4-point ball game.
And he better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Back to Mitchell. Outside White. 4 on the clock. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Rebound Toronto.
Really tough quarter for him shooting the basketball.
Williams with the screen. White drives in. Will it go? And Williams punches it home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Here's Smart. Ooh, nice. Smart slipping inside.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Double team on Butler. Pass to Richards. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, good work on the interior from Butler.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Now here's Mitchell. He's averaging about 15 points per game. He's been a solid contributor. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Butler with the ball. 12 points for him. Pass to Miller. To the middle. Richards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. There's 10 seconds left in the first half. To the inside. Here's Smart. The layup misses. White with a steal. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up by 4. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Toronto trails by 4. Ooh, here's White on the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First 2 fouls.
All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
It's Prince on the wing. They set a pick. Kicks it out to Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Here's Anderson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Hey, yo, right here.
Right side, Butler. Miller outside. Sinks it from distance.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Pass to White. Here's Prince. Takes the three. The putback. Rebounded by Green. To the wing on the left. Now Butler. He's got 14. Miller outside. Pass to Green. Fires from deep. Pure from three-point range. Green's got 9 points.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Well, Grant, a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
Outside Butler. Up top, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Butler. Lets the 3 fly. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Trailing by 8. Here he goes. Here's Prince. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
So both teams changing it up here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And the basket is good. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's DeLong. No good on the quick 3. Toronto trails by 6. It's White with a drive. Oh, how about White? Gets all the way to the cup. Nice. In the 3rd quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the inside. Allen. Good work defensively by White. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 0.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Off with the layup.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Butler. Launches it. Merrill, that's good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
Mitchell, good.
Nice confident stroke from Mitchell, setting an example for his guys.
Butler double team. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Outside Mitchell. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Zubac. Shoots over Duren. A nice shot by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Butler. He's got 14. Inside. Here's Duren. Prince grabs the miss. Toronto trails by 5. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Duren. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Third team foul.
27 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Number 14.
Outside White. There's the triple. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. White's got 11 points.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at, finding ways to get his guys good shots.
There's the three. And the three-pointer goes.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. They're up by 2. Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Butler double team. Pass to Miller. Rebound Toronto. Right side White. The teardrop. Just 3 to shoot. To take the lead. Duren with the rebound. On the wing, Caldwell Pope. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Butler. Double team on Butler. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. Coach was blunt with his assistant. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Clock at 6. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Right side, Butler. Butler with emphasis.
And if Butler gets going, he is not going to let up. He will continue to attack over and over again.
There's a screen. Here's Mitchell. He got a piece of it. Butler gets all the way to the cup.
Assisted.
And you have to admire how Jimmy Butler hustles, particularly when there's an opportunity in transition.
Pass to White. To the middle. Here's Zubac. 4-3. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. Now Butler. And now we've got an intentional foul. So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Caldwell Pope's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. On the wing, Mitchell. White. Here's the pass to Williams. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Green outside. Shot clock at 5. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. Now White. 6 to shoot. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And Danny Green gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
Great job executing that inbounds play. That's got to make Coach happy.
Here's Miller. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Left side Butler. Puts it up from 12. Toronto trails by 3. Now White. They double him with Butler. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Mitchell with the ball. Caldwell-Pope covering. Clock at 4. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, that will get him going. He thrives on that type of play.
Duran, the screen. Here's Miller. And here's the fast break. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mitchell gets a step. Oh, he packs the jam right on him.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Duran. Oh, he jams it right back at him.
What an injection of energy from Duran. Working hard to find points for his team.
Here's White. Now pass to Williams. Nails it.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. How do you think this is going to play out?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
Coming onto the floor for the away team. Number 35.
Who poked away. And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And so Toronto takes the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up.